But what's like the key difference that you've noticed between a big brand for marketing there and for startup go-to-market strategy? And how does that influence how you advise founders?
Okay. I would say the difference between big brand marketing and startup go to market strategy would have to be that for big brands, they have built the audience and customer base over the years of existing. The
Mhm.
customers already have their ears. These customers know what they do. They know what they sell. They know the functional use of their products. Now, to market to them, these big brands don't need to sell the functional value of their products. They would have to take a different route, which is selling the emotional value, the social value, of their product. Think of Nike. Nike just do
Mhm.
it. It was a campaign, right? And they were trying to sell through that campaign. But what's Nike? Nike is a footwear brand. What business do they have motivating people? Because over the years, they've realized that a large chunk of their customer base, people who are into active wears, staying active. So, and if you're in that category, you care about something that motivates you, that drives you, grit, things like that. So Nike has to design emotional marketing campaigns that appeal to that great messaging you're looking for, that motivational messaging. So that's how big brands market, from the emotional to the social value. But for startups, on the other hand, you are likely introducing products that in a manner that it's not been done before, or it's not been used before,
Yeah.
or a product no one has introduced before. And what that means is that you get to sell um, a lot of the features of this product, the value proposition that you're bringing into the market that no competitor or no other brand has done before. So you have to focus a little more around highlighting the features while you're telling stories around the emotional and social value. And a bigger part of that is pretty much leaning towards educating the market, building trust, because you're a brand nobody knows. You're trying to build your brand. So you're building trust through education, through having a face representing the brand that people can easily connect with, through your tone of messaging. So that's pretty much how
Mhm.
startups would market differently from big brands.